Have you ever reached a major milestone in your business only to realize it didn't bring the relief that you expected? You work tirelessly, you do everything right, yet somehow new challenges appear the moment you think you've made it. Maybe it's a deal that's fallen apart at the last minute, a sudden lawsuit, or the relentless pressure of keeping everything together in your business. The truth is that success has a hidden cost. And for me, that cost came in the form of back-to-back lawsuits that has really tested my resilience and my ability to keep pushing forward. So imagine winning a legal battle. You think it's finally over, only then to be dragged back in. Same case, same claims. So now you're in a second lawsuit. Then you're in a third. Then you're in an appeal. So look, I thought success meant overcoming challenges once. But I've quickly learned that winning in business doesn't always mean the battle is over. Instead, it often means finding the strength to keep going, even when you're exhausted. So that's what today's episode is about: the emotional and the mental toll of building a business. The silent battles that we as entrepreneurs face, but rarely talk about. The stress, the setbacks, the doubt, and the reality that success is not just about financial wins, but about enduring everything that it takes to get there. So if you've ever questioned whether the fight is worth it, if you've ever felt like the challenges are outweighing the wins, this episode is for you. So let's get into it. Let me take you back to a moment that changed everything for me. It wasn't a dramatic scene. There was no explosion. There was no public meltdown. It was just an email. But when I opened it, everything slowed down. A lawsuit had arrived. We'd done everything right in the business. Late night, endless meetings, reviewing every contract to ensure there were no loose ends. But despite our best efforts and situations beyond our control, here we were, facing this lawsuit. So the moment the second lawsuit arrived, it taught me something that I'll never forget. Being right isn't enough. You have to be prepared for the unexpected, mentally, emotionally, and strategically. The hardest part wasn't the lawsuit themselves. It was the weight of them. So have you ever faced something where you knew you'd done everything right, but it still fell apart? You lie awake at night, replaying every decision, questioning everything, questioning you, questioning your choices, self-worth. That's the real cost of success that no one talks about. The doubt, the exhaustion, the isolation that comes when everything you've built is suddenly at risk. So after the second lawsuit hit, something shifted. Instead of feeling powerless, I realized resilience isn't just about surviving. It's about adapting. Challenges will come, but what really matters is how we adjust, how we evolve, and how we move forward. So let me ask you, have you ever faced the same challenge more than once? Did you respond the same way each time? Or did you change your approach? Think about it. How have you adjusted to the challenge that you faced? So let's talk about failure, or more accurately, the perception of failure. Many people see failure as the end of the road. But in reality, it's often the beginning of a new chapter. Every challenge we face holds a lesson, if we're willing to learn from it. What happens when you fail? Do you let it paralyze you? Or do you use it as a turning point? It's really easy to let failure defeat us. But true success comes from learning how to bounce back, stronger each time. After the third lawsuit, I wasn't happy. I made a decision that this was just another test. We will not go down without a fight. We took control of the situation, even when it seems like the odds were against us again. And what I learned during that time, it was invaluable. It's that the hardest moments show us who we really are. The lessons we take from those moments define how we grow. So here's a challenge for you. Next time something goes wrong, instead of seeing it as a setback, see it as a comeback in progress. Ask yourself, how can I turn this challenge into a lesson that makes me stronger? Reinvention is not just about changing your business. It's about changing yourself. And after the second lawsuit, I realized that if I wanted to be able to move forward, I couldn't continue operating the same way. I had to shift our mindset. I had to change our strategy and rethink how we approach this challenge. But reinvention is not comfortable. It's messy, it's frustrating, and sometimes it even feels like you're starting over again. But that's where the real growth happens. Think about your own business. Are you adapting or are you holding on to old habits? Are you evolving or are you staying in a comfort zone that is no longer serving you? For me, reinvention meant stepping back, reflecting on where we were, where we thought we had failed, making the changes that aligned with where we wanted to go. What does reinvention look like for you? And more importantly, are you willing to embrace it? Like when everything seems to be falling apart, it's really easy to feel that like giving up is the best option. But what if instead you saw setbacks, instead of roadblocks, you saw them as turning points? Resilience is not just about enduring hardship. It's about choosing to take action in the face of uncertainty. So after the third lawsuit, we didn't panic like we had before. Instead, we focused on what we could control. We took immediate, intentional action, and we refused to let the fear dictate our decision. That's the key. When uncertainty creeps in, hesitation makes it worse. But the moment you take action, even if it's a small step, you shift your focus from fear to momentum. So let's do something right now. Think about a challenge that you're facing. What's one small action that you can take today to move forward? Write it down and then do it. Because every breakthrough starts with a single step. Success is not just about the milestones. It's about how you navigate these hidden costs that come with them. So the key things I'd like you to take away from today are resilience is about adapting, not just surviving. Your ability to adjust defines your success. Setbacks can become comebacks. Every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. Reinvention is not just about business. It's about personal growth. Resilience is built through action. Fear fades when you move forward. Now, I want to hear from you. Send me a message. Tell me about your biggest challenge that you've faced in business. How did you handle it? What did you learn? I'll be featuring listener stories in upcoming episodes because we can all learn from each other's experiences. And look, if you're serious about building long-term wealth, take a look at what we're doing with Goddle, because it's just like in business. Smart investing is about resilience and adaptability. So thanks for tuning in to the Gold Standard. Stay strong, stay focused, and remember, every challenge is just an opportunity for growth. Until next time.